Welcome to Knife Thoughts. This video is going to be an unboxing of a knife from Axial Knives, as you might have been able to tell from my shirt here. And so this is actually going to be an Alpine fixed blade unboxing. And if you're familiar with Axial Knives, you might know that they already made an Alpine fixed blade. This is the original version of the Alpine fixed blade. This knife was made overseas. It's a nice little EDC fixed blade. But I know from talking with Colby at Axial that the plan was always to make a USA made version of the Alpine. So they reached out to me and said, hey, we want to send you this new knife that we're working on. And when I saw kind of on the order email that it was an Alpine, I was really excited because I thought that this knife had a lot of potential. And then I did see on their story just a little, I guess, teaser of the sheath. So it looked like it was being made locally to them, to Axial. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm really excited to check it out. I just got this like literally 5 minutes ago. And first of all, right off the bat, I could tell from how it feels, like the packaging, that it's going to have an interesting packaging. That's one of the things that I liked about Axial when I first started checking out their knives, specifically their out the front knives, is that they always have nice packaging. There's very obviously thought put into the packaging. And I think that this is probably kind of a prototype packaging. It does seem like this knife, still all the details are getting worked out. It is coming out soon, but I want to be sure of the details, so I'll put those in the description. But this is a tube, and so if you watch my channel, you're probably familiar with the idea of knives coming in tubes. GEC knives, Jack Wolf knives, and even some other knife companies use tubes. So this is a pretty big tube. You can see it is, I don't know, maybe 3.5-ish inches across. That was a tough one. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what is inside. So first of all, got a coaster. I've always really loved their logo. I think that that's a really, really cool logo. I've got the A and the X. It's kind of like line drawings, which I really like. And you can see Axial started in 2020, a tough time to start as a small business for sure. And I've really enjoyed their out the front knives. I have all of their knives except for the newest version of the Shift. I just haven't gotten a chance to pick one up yet. And the Balisong, they just came out with a Balisong trainer. If they come out with a live blade Balisong, definitely I'll pick one up. But I don't do a whole hole. I'm not very good at flipping. I guess maybe I should get a trainer and get better at flipping, but I'm not real great at that. Looks like there might be more than one knife in here, so let's take a look here. First of all, let's look at this. And this is something that they told me about, and I was really interested about this new fixed blade, and that is that you can see, I think that other box is probably related to this, but if you look at this handle, first of all, really striking. Now this is interesting. I actually was just asking in the Barlow Bearcat Club Discord for recommendations for knives that were EDC type fixed blades that use an Alta clip. And so I really like Alta clips. I know that there's other popular kind of similar choices on the market, but I think that these work really well, and I'm really happy to see that they're using that. I think that's a great choice. That makes it so that you can put this in a pocket, put it in your waistband, put it on a belt, really anything. I mean, a backpack strap, something like that. Alta clip works for all of that. So I'm happy to see that. I think that's a really smart choice. I also like the color. I always like color on my knives. But anyway, I got a little distracted there. I'm excited. I think you can probably tell that. This is a proprietary inlay system. And so I'm guessing that there's some inlays in that other box there. Let's go ahead and open the knife, or we'll actually take the knife out, and then look at that. First of all though, before we get into that, this sheath, I mentioned that these were being made locally. Very nice seaming. It's obviously actually, handmade. It looked like it was being made in batches, but not like just cut out by a machine or whatever. But very well shaped. It's very uniform and no like waviness or something like that. Also, cool titanium bead here on this. Can't go wrong with that. And let's pull this thing out. Now, I will say on the original Alpine, the one that I got initially, the sheath didn't have great retention. They sent me another sheath and it had great retention. So I'm interested to see the retention on this. Very nice. Oh, look at that blade shape. That's really cool. Really cool. A sheep foot, kind of like a modernized sheep foot. That is really, really cool. I like that a lot. You know, I'm excited about so many knives that I get, but I think sometimes, especially in these unboxings, one of the real value of these unboxings is that you get to kind of experience it. And I think sometimes you can probably tell, you know, even more excitement than normal. And this is one of those times. This is a good looking knife right off the bat. Kind of a unique modernized sheep foot. It's not exactly like anything else I've seen. Similar to, you know, other sheep foots because it's a super old and commonly used blade shape. But I love this really long swedge. So you can see that, a really long drawn swedge. You can see the USA flag here on the back etched in. That's nice. And a nice sharpening choil. I actually just posted an article about how I don't like sharpening choils, but I'm kind of coming around. Another thing that I never really used before, and now I'm coming around to, are leather slips, and both of those are kind of because of Jack Wolf knives. So I am coming around to the sharpening choil, but this immediately, I can tell, fixes another thing that I didn't love about the original Alpine, which was that my finger, and I've got, you know, not the world's daintiest, thinnest fingers, but my finger would hit the heel of the edge. And so I actually kind of ground this kind of this corner off. And this has a solid guard, so you're not going to have that. It feels really light. Obviously it has, you know, this inlay system, so we'll see how it feels with that. But this is in Magnacut. I think I knew that, but boy, I think that they're gonna have a hit on their hands with this. I gotta say, just the feel that it has, the blade shape is something that I think is gonna be really practical for people in their day-to-day life. Magnacut, I think that they've really hit this. And you know, I'll say real quick, like, I really got a great feeling about Axial off the bat. You know, messaged with them, checked out some of their out the front knives, and was really, really excited for all the plans they had. Got to see some, you know, kind of upcoming designs and stuff like that. And then they kind of weren't posting for a while. Didn't, you know, hear from them and stuff like that. So I'm super happy to see this. And I think, you know, there's kind of something I was thinking about when I was thinking about this knife. My brother, you know, I work for my brother in my normal job, and he's, you know, done really well building up these gyms. And one thing he says, you know, there's two sides of things, and one is sometimes you should just do things, right? Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. But on the other side, sometimes people are doing things and everyone else isn't seeing it. And I think that that's probably, you know, what was going on here. You know, you can be working and doing things, but not necessarily on the outward facing side of things. So anyway, I guess that's enough philosophy or whatever you want to call it for a knife unboxing. Just pretty fired up about this. So let's get this box out. So this looks like the boxes that they're, you know, not their folding knives come in. They're out the front knives, but I'm pretty sure this is going to have. So, ooh, look at that sticker. Who doesn't like a holographic sticker? I mean, like, let's be honest with yourselves here. I know I do. So. Nice. But I think that this is going to be some inlays. And right away here, there is a little tool. And I don't know how this tool is involved. So we've got a little tool here. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really see where this tool is going to go. Hopefully I'm, you know, able to figure it out. Hopefully something didn't just fall too. hey, this is part of an unboxing, you know, I'm figuring it out as I go. I didn't get a huge amount of info about this. So, oh, it's magnetic. That's really cool. So I still don't know what this does though. So anyway, here are 2 inlays, and let's see how this works. So I'm gonna put one in right here. Ooh. And one in right here. And there you go. Those are in there pretty well. Let's shake it around a little bit. Let's see what happens. That's kind of ridiculous looking. So yeah, it seems held in well. This has to do something. This spot right here has to have something to do with it. Are there any directions in here? I don't think there are. Oh my. All right, we've got some more inlays, I think. So that's green micarta. It's got a nice texture to it also. It definitely has like a milled in texture and, you know, very good looking. And we've got a black G10. I'll tell you though, I think that these have, you know, it's like an unlimited potential. You could probably get, I don't know how it would work, you know, if people will be able to make their own, or if it's something that Axial will just do a bunch of different versions. But I do think that that is going to be something that there's basically unlimited potential for how you can use it. Let me see if this, I'll bet, okay, I got it. All right, this is gonna unscrew, yeah. Yes, and this, all right. I'm glad that I didn't, you know, completely fail to figure that out. And this is gonna go in here and pop that out somehow. Let's see. I think just push on it. Maybe. Maybe. Now I don't want to mess this up here, but I think that for sure it has to do with that. This little tool, and I'm sure you could use other tools. This is just kind of like, I'm sure the one that they want to send so that people don't complain about not having the right tool. But I feel like this should keep going, but maybe it's just you get it out a little bit and then pull on it. Oh, that unscrews too. I don't know that that was intended to unscrew. But anyway, that seems to be how it works. I will figure that out when I have a little bit of time to look into it. But really, really cool. I think that this would be really cool with like a checkered titanium, carbon fiber, pearl would be really cool. Abalone, I mean, you know, I love kind of garish stuff, so this is really ergonomic. This is a nice knife, I'll tell you. I think people are gonna like these. So I am excited about this one. I'm gonna put this right in my pocket and carry it. I think it's gonna ride really nicely in the pocket too. Very, you know, low profile. So huge thank you to Colby and everyone at Axial for sending this knife. I am excited for it and excited for them. I do think that this is going to be a hit on their part. So this is the new Axial Alpine, and keep your eyes out for this one. Like I say, I will get details, put them in the description, so make sure you check that out. Also, subscribe to the channel here, select the bell, click the bell and select all. And also check out knifethoughts.com. I am sure that I will be doing an article on this because this is pretty unique and pretty cool. So last but not least, as always, don't forget to go out and do good.